Good afternoon, delegates. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. I know it's probably been our first nice weather day we've had so far this spring. This is a really important day. I'm Jeremy Munson. State Representative Jeremy Munson, or as they call me in St. Paul, hey, that's that Republican that votes against Republican spending bills. Okay. Well, as most of you know, we had a special election this winter. My state rep stepped down, and I had to make a decision that if I wanted to run or not. And I called a bunch of friends to ask them, get some advice on how to run a campaign, and was this possible, and how should I be campaigning in this district? And most of these people that were political insiders said, you know, you got to raise 40 grand and just run on 2 issues, because your district only cares about just 2 issues. Just bang, 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 and you'll get it. And when I called Jim Hagedorn, I'll never forget what he told me. He said, Jeremy, you've been traveling this district for 10 years, volunteering for the party. You've been talking to voters. You know what the issues are. And you've dealt with Minshire. You've farmed with your in-laws. You know taxes and business. You have deep knowledge of both. Talk to people about the real issues. But don't forget, when you get to St. Paul, never forget the people in your district and the issues that are important to them. And every vote that you cast, you need to represent your district. And that's what's important. That's how you can be a great representative. Now, after the endorsement, I had a primary challenger, and it was a well-funded, well-organized campaign, and it was backed by the entrenched establishment in St. Paul, and it was a very uphill battle for me. There was, $80,000 spent on this campaign in a matter of 10 days. I was taken by surprise. I reached out to Jim Hagedorn because I was really worried. I really wanted to represent this district. And Jim Hagedorn, if you're running for Congress, you don't step out and help underdogs and go against the establishment. But Jim Hagedorn is he's a principled conservative. And he engaged his team to come out in sub-zero weather and help us door knock and get the message out to the voters in this district. And I'm thankful that Jim did that. And the fact that he would stand up against establishment really means something to me, because that's the kind of representative that I want to send to D.C. to represent me, to represent you, to represent this district, because he's going to be a great conservative for this district. Now, it is my absolute honor and privilege to nominate Jim Hagedorn to be our next congressman from the 1st District here in Minnesota.